I mean, I guess just starting in order, Bethesda. They came out first with Doom, showed off Doom. Then they went into
great way to start.
Yeah, great intro. They went into what was it? Dishonored next. Yeah, it was Dishonored. Dishonored 2 with a cinematic trailer. They showed off Battlecry, Elder Scrolls Online. That was the body break time. And then they came out with Fallout 4 and spent like half an hour on Fallout 4.
35 minutes.
Yeah, so
I should know.
what
I
did you?
watched the whole thing.
Yeah, so starting with Doom. For everybody who saw the gameplay, what did you think? I'll start with me, I guess. I loved it. I'm a big fan of old school first-person shooters. One of the reasons I like Halo so much because it was like a console version of an arena shooter, and I thought everything they showed was just so sick, dude. The gameplay is awesome. They're keeping it true to Doom while it's what I would imagine a modern Doom looking like. They kept it true to the gameplay. The multiplayer looks like kind of like Quake meets Halo.
Quake.
Yeah, Halo Quake. I thought, and then the Doom, the Forge mode thing. Snap map, yeah, that's
a surprising amount of depth.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say.
That we haven't seen from any sort of Forge
It's not
yet.
just a level editor or a game creator because it's almost like AI pathing. There's a lot of cool stuff that you don't really see at first glance. That's gonna give it a lot of depth.
No, definitely.
So.
Yeah, so I thought that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting them to do something like that, but I mean, it's more than just Forge. It's like you can remap AI. That's insane.
It's verging on Big Planet style customization.
Did you see Doom, Diego?
Yeah, I saw quite a bit of it, and I have to agree with you that it kept really true to Doom. Like all the demons looked like demons. The Cake of Demons look like the Cake of Demons, and the Cyber Demons look like Cyber Demons. So it's like I know what I'm looking at. Because I don't know if you've played the original Doom games.
Yeah, I know you played a little more. I know you played them quite a bit.
Yeah, I played them quite a bit. So actually seeing that fully realized in a 3D version instead of just like a 2D sprite was pretty cool. And actually being able to recognize, that's a Cyber Demon or whatever. That's pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm definitely cautious though, as with any.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game's beautiful too. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, the game looked really graphically looked really good too. I was surprised.
It just looks like a fun time.
That was running on PC, I guarantee it. But still, that looked really good. So I'm really excited. They sold me actually on it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it.
I would like to get it. Yeah.
So then they went on to show Dishonored 2 with just a cinematic trailer.
Can't really say too much.
Yeah,
other
interesting.
than the fact that there's now 2 playable characters.
Yeah, they're doing Corvo.
Yeah, there's a female protagonist.
Yeah, Emily, I think is her name.
Well, it was the girl. You guys, I don't know if you guys played Dishonored, but it's the girl from.
I know about it.
It's the girl from the first one.
And they have
it's a little girl.
Distinct sets of powers, which is actually really interesting to me because a lot of times when you have the choice between 2 characters in a game like that, it's almost like they're pretty similar or almost exactly the same. So this is really cool.
Well, Dishonored 1 was known for its replayability. I know people who Ethan played it through 4 times, and he said he's working on his 5th right now. And it's different each time. So this is just going to add to that, because it looks like it's a different power set. It looks like she has tendrils prototype.
It almost reminds me if you had an Infamous game where you could play as Cole and Delson. That's
exactly.
That's the comparison I would think of.
So the prospect of it is cool, but we just didn't see any gameplay.
It's probably pretty early.
They said it. They said it's really early in development, but they're also releasing a definitive edition, which I'm not going to get.
The first game, right.
But I will say that was a game severely hindered by the consoles when it came out. That game looks like ass on my 360, and I've seen it run on Chris DePizzo's PC, and it looks great. It's really pretty game.
Well, even on my PC, dude, because it's not really a demanding game, so I can run it for 60 frames a second, whatever.
Well, I saw it on yours too, and it looked good.
It's just the art style is really nice, and it's not really helped. I mean, the art style is pretty minimal, and it's not helped by the fact that the 360 and the PS3 couldn't handle it.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean, to some people already it looks like ass, so it doesn't help to make a game that looks like ass to some people looking like ass.
Exactly. And the thing is I really liked the whole oil painting concept, they're trying to make it look like that. But on 360 and PS3, it just looked like muddled textures. It didn't look like they were trying.
It doesn't look.
It got really blurry really fast.
But they're making a definitive edition with the DLC. Then they did Battlecry. I don't think anybody has this. It's
TF2.
TF2 with swords.
That's what we need, right? It's more TF2 clones.
Trying to push ESO some more.
ESO, they did
that's not gonna happen.
Card game. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the
the
card
Heroes
game
of
has potential,
something,
honestly.
Legends of something.
For people who like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering, I think it's gonna be cool.
I know I would be interested to try it.
I mean,
See, the problem is though is that that market segment's already dominated by what you just said is Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering. So it's going to be hard for another game.
People
to
who are like,
just
oh, I
come
already
in and
have,
expect to.
Yeah, who are like, oh, I have my pack or my deck.
Yeah.
Hearthstone, like, I don't know.
It also has to do with the fact that we pay, or I don't say we because I don't play Hearthstone, but people pay for that game, so they're like, oh well, it's kind of it would kind of defeat the purpose for me to just abandon all the stuff I paid for.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say that's kind of the same dilemma that ESO is having because it's like they're trying to push out World of Warcraft. It's almost like they're doing
people
the
have
exact same
people
thing.
are established in
It's
ESO's not gonna happen. They're not gonna even like, dude. I told you, Caleb got it. A friend of ours, he got it and he doesn't like it. Like he said, he was like, this game is not very good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, whatever. And then Fallout 4, just I mean, the gameplay speaks for itself. If you haven't seen the gameplay yet, which everybody, I mean, everybody on the freaking planet seen that gameplay right now. Like most people have seen that. Like anybody who cares about,
I don't know about it.
People who care about video games most likely have seen that gameplay or at least seen the end trailer that they showed. Mm-hmm. It's great. It's great. I love the new features. I mean,
world, settlement building. Crazy weapon customization.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of metagame stuff within the game. Tower defense, the game has an entire tower defense
like a
element
Sim
to
City
it.
element, almost like a Minecraft element.
Yeah, it's great. Plus Fallout.
Mindful.
Yeah.
And you can tell Mindful.
The shooting mechanics look better than ever too. My goodness.
Something interesting was that they did announce that they're using Creation Engine, which I freaking told you they were going to. They're using modified Creation instead of a new engine, which I think it's fine. I thought Creation was a good engine. The only thing is I hope, and it seems like it's okay for now, but I never thought Creation would be good in a shooting environment. I'm hoping that they are able to keep it snappy. You know what I mean?
I think they will, because if you look already, the physics have drastically improved.
Yeah.
The physics and the animations are leagues better than anything before.
They're taking, I think, it seems to me at least, they're taking cues from Fallout games of the past in this new one. The biggest one for me, and actually my favorite mechanic they showed, other than the metagame stuff, was the power armor. You heard me keep going on about that. It looks like they're almost doing a Titanfall type thing, where you call in your power armor.
It doesn't seem so much as like an armor as it is kind of like
it's almost like
another it's like a vehicle. It's like an upgrade, a perk that you get. That's
you finally feel like the badass you're supposed to.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is power armor.
But you don't feel overpowered because I feel like it's not just something that you can always constantly use.
Power armor is supposed to be a special thing. It's like, oh shit, I have power armor. You know what I mean? And in Fallout, I told you that was my complaint with, well, not a complaint, but just a thing about Fallout 3.
Too easy.
Was you get your power armor at the end of the game and you're freaking unstoppable. And it doesn't really feel like a special thing that you have your power armor, except for that first 5 minutes when you get it. This, it's like, oh shit, there's a Deathclaw. Call on your power armor. You know what I mean? And then wipe it out.
And we don't know how that's going to really play out in terms of like what the limits are or like when you call it in. But
I think it's cool. I just like it. And then they got vertibirds taking you around. Just the game's gonna be crazy, and it's coming out November 10th, which is really soon. Actually,
very soon.
They know how to do their timetables.
Yeah. They didn't drag it out, so we're all excited. We could go on all day, but there's no point in it. Just go watch the gameplay
5 more times.
Diego, as somebody who you told me you weren't like huge on Fallout 3.
I wasn't too huge on Fallout 3 or New Vegas. I did play 1 and 2 a little bit.
Okay,
but those are drastically different games. I think. But yeah, somebody who wasn't. I liked Fallout 3 in New Vegas, like the very little that I played of them.
You just weren't I
wasn't like, oh, I put 1,000 hours into this game or whatever. But yeah, someone who wasn't too big on those games, that's Fallout 4 is looking pretty interesting. Yeah. So there's that obvious mass appeal.
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, Bethesda did a great conference. It was a great start to E3. They set the bar. It was
a good first conference for them too. My goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes me wonder if it's going to be boring as hell in the next couple of years.
I don't know. They're only going to bring them when they have the big guns, which is good. Yeah. Well, same thing with Square Enix, which we'll get into. But the reason they had one was because they had a lot of shit to show. So I thought they just set a precedent for E3, and
I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.